more awesome work. This is from Karla, and these are her Tide penciled uh, thumbnails. So the evolution of thumbnails. So you usually would have thumbnails, then you have roughs, and you have comps. So thumbnails are really loose. The roughs are you choose your the best three or four of the thumbnails, and they're a little tighter, a little bit more detailed. And if you get to a comp, then they're extremely detailed. There's no mistakes. Everything's perfection. The space between the letters is perfect. The placement, the center, everything is perfect. So we haven't gotten to do a comp. In reality, the Tide pencils are roughs. Okay, so I want to show you the quality of work. So I mean, I just, once I opened up her files, one after another, they were just awesome. I mean, look at this. Again, you have different thickness in line, different styles, different approaches. Some of them is thinner, some of them is heavier, some of it is bolder, some of them is like more interesting in design. Look at this. Look at number 5, number 6. I mean, no matter where you look, I love the unbalance in number 4. Then if you look at these, I mean, they just keep getting better and better. I have a feeling that Karla really enjoyed this assignment because it was just truly incredible. And also look at how she filled in some of the letters. She didn't do it everywhere, but she did it where she felt that it was needed, and that adds to the design because it balances your positive and your negative space. And so that's another thing to keep in mind. I've told a couple of you too that I've gotten your work to go ahead and just go ahead and color those in. I mean, even here, look at her. She experienced with a serif font. I mean, look at the way she did the art and the slide. It's beautiful. It looks so nice. Then let's go to her melt. I mean, again, we've all seen very different variations of melting, and I know you're probably shocked at the fact that how can there be so many different variations of melting? There can be, but the only way to get there here is by doing thumbnails. And like I've mentioned before, is sometimes you can do 15 thumbnails. If I tell you to do 15 thumbnails, if they're not good, you need to go ahead and do 15 more. I may tell you they're not good. You know that they're not great. Obviously, look at this. Look at this. Number 2, it's beautiful. I mean, I'm just so excited to see this type of work. All completely different. I mean, look at this. Look, I love how she actually flipped the E over here. She went boxy. This is where you need to be at. And here's another one for broken. So again, I really hope that this inspires you because this is the type of work that gets me so excited. I know all of you are very capable of doing this because I can see it. I keep forcing you. Remember that I keep forcing and pushing you in a nice way. You gotta focus on the creative aspect of it. You gotta focus on that creative aspect because once you get to do the comps, which we will do, by the way, for every single one of these, once you go to do the comps, then they need to be absolutely spotless. So, anyhow, let me know if you have any questions. Again, I hope that this inspired you. And if you're still working on yours, you need to go back to see what you're doing. And if this inspired you to redo yours, go for it. Okay, remember, you're never going to be as creative as you are in college. Because what happens, even though they hire you for your creativity, when you get out in the real world, what you want to do, um, you don't have the flexibility of being this creative. Okay, and because they have limitations, yeah, you can get, when I work on the Lowe's Home Improvement account, they would give us a subject, like example, paint. And then they would say, okay, you can think of a headline and a subhead. You can find a picture, but the template was already done. It was a template that they use already in all their magazines and all their ads. And so there was no changing the template. So really kind of keep this in mind when you're working on this. So just do the best that you can. I promise you it will pay off. Thank you.